I thought that we get an opportunity to learn from a win. I didn't think we played great. Give Buffalo some credit. I thought they were really good in the first half. Thought they missed some threes, quite honestly. You'd have to ask George how he felt about it. But they had some good shooters, missed some open threes. I thought we were fortunate there. Had guys step up and make some plays. Obviously, I like two things about the stat sheet. One's the turnovers. That's something that was an Achilles heel a little bit in non-conference play. And in league play, we've been really good there. Had 2 in the first half, 6 in totality for the game, which is great. I like the fact we had 5 double-figure scores. Thought that we had good balance, and thought guys were cheering for each other and happy for their teammates when they succeeded, which is always important. But I thought our attention to detail defensively wasn't very good. I didn't think we played personnel appropriately. I didn't think we were very physically tough around the rim. I thought we got out of the way a couple times. They beat us to a couple loose balls in the first half where we didn't put our body on the floor. And, those things are the Akron standard. So, we're not going to evaluate any game based on score. We're going to learn from every game, win or lose. And I told them we're not going to allow winning to be a deodorant and hide what stinks. Because we got to get on the floor for the loose ball. And we don't do that. That's not what Akron does. We get out of the way around the rim and slap and don't put our chest into play. That's not what Akron does. So we missed some blockouts, didn't attempt to block out on a few of them. And that's not what Akron does. So we got to get back to being Akron. They got tomorrow off. We'll have a 2-day prep for currently an undefeated team in MAC play in Western Michigan. Obviously, they play tomorrow, I believe, at home against Ohio. But we have played better. I think we will play better. But what a blessing to be able to learn, from a win. We're very grateful for that.
Questions?
Coach, you look at Greg, he scored in double figures 5 out of the last 6 games. He's always been a defensive guy, right? Mm-hmm. And now you're seeing more scoring, more opportunities. What have you seen out of him these last 6, 7, 8 games to really make an impact on both ends?
Well, he's become a two-way player now, right? Plays both ends of the floor and impacts both ends at a higher level than he has at any point in his career. And I'm not surprised. I mean, Greg's a self-made player. He's in here before practice in the morning. He's in here late at night, here at the practice facility. He puts in an inordinate amount of extra time on his game, a lot like Castaneda did in previous years, Lauren Christian Jackson did in previous years. And we've got other guys who work hard and do some extra. But then there's guys that are like at another level. And Greg's one of those guys. He's an extra guy. And so I'm really proud of him and happy for him. Any success he has, number one, it helps the team, obviously, which is the most important. But number two, individually, I couldn't be more thrilled for a guy. He's getting out of it. It's a classic example. He's getting out of it what he's put into it. He's awesome. The work ethic this guy has, the work capacity above and beyond what we do with him is special. So, he's basically made himself into a two-way player. And obviously I trust him a great deal. He's really smart. He knows what's going on. He plays to win. So, been a real blessing to coach him. I'm trying to soak in with him and some of these other seniors these last, hopefully, 2 to 3 months with him because it's a special crew, and he's certainly a big part of that.
Hi, Coach. Abico with WZIP. Chapman's performance tonight with 23 points, was that something kind of expected tonight?
He's obviously their leading scorer, averaged 18 a game. I didn't think we played personnel tendencies very well with him. He took advantage of it, give him credit. Thought he was really good. He's tough to stop. Athletic, explosive, can score at all 3 levels, can get you on the glass, has good positional size. Size a good player. So we knew it was going to be a challenge to defend him. I just didn't think our details on personnel tendencies was not very good. And it's usually great with an older team, but I was a little bit disappointed with that.
Hey Coach, Alex Henry, WZIP. Any update on Nate Johnson?
Yeah, we'll get his hand image tomorrow. Obviously, now he told our trainer that I thought it was along the sideline where he got hurt there right in front of me, but he said it was earlier than that. So hand inflamed a little bit, which is obviously a concern. So he'll get imaging tomorrow, X-ray, MRI, and then we'll be able to have more information as to where he's at right now, hoping for the best.
Enrique Freeman just got his 14th double-double of the season with 21 points and 15 rebounds. Just talk about how much his effort helped the team tonight.
It's like we keep talking about it. Michael laughed. I said it's like he gets double-doubles like we breathe. I mean, it's unreal, And it's usually closer to 20 and 10 than just a double-double, So it's impressive, obviously. What's even more impressive about him is the way he does it on and off the court, the way he treats people. I believe he was the Scholar Athlete of the Week in the MAC, in the Mid-American Conference. They pick, I think it's one male, one female for that award. And, he's not just being recognized for his stellar performance, but for who he is as a student and who he is as a person and his character. So it's well-deserved.
With his, he only missed one shot, he had one turnover. Was this one of his most efficient offensive games, you think, just based on look?
Yeah, and Buffalo did a good job trying to prevent him from getting it, especially early. I thought we didn't get him enough touches, in particular, Michael, in the first half. Guys did a good job of reading the defense in the second half and figured out ways to make him, efficient and even more valuable in the second half statistically from a production standpoint. But, yeah, he obviously 90% in one turnover. And what did he play, Michael, 30-something? Yeah, it's not bad.
You talk a little bit about Caleb Thornton's performance tonight.
Yeah.
How important he's been,
Yeah, he's playing some of the best basketball he has for us here in league play. Going into tonight, our bench had outscored the opponent's bench in the last two games 45-8 and had led in all the other statistical categories: assists, steals, rebounds, you name it, blocks, everything. Now, tonight in the first half, they weren't very good collectively. Second half, they were a little better, and I thought Caleb really picked it up for us, especially with Nate out in the second half, and he just continues to get better.
As far as probably the question of the night for your little kiddo there.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about Enrique Freeman and these guys this year?
What do you think about Reek?
He's a really good player.
Yeah, she likes Reek. Good person too, right, Kate? Yeah.
Would you, in a game like today, would you have liked to take him out more than the 7 minutes?
I thought he was in a pretty good spot conditioning-wise. I didn't notice him, sometimes I'll take him out, or Dustin is the guy that does the substitutions. We'll go into every game and talk about who we want on who. That's Robbie's job's matchups. And then Dustin takes care of substitutions, and we meet on it before the game, obviously. And I can trump a decision he makes. But most of the time, it's right along lines of what we want. And we've been fortunate. Our bench has been really good. And so it gives guys, our starters, a chance to get a blow. And I think it's helped us close some games, quite honestly, that maybe we didn't have as much firepower there in the past. We've had really good bench play in the past. It's a big reason why we've won. But this is a little unique. Greg's standing behind you, and Greg was a freshman. We don't win the championship without him and Ali as freshmen. But they were freshmen playing 20 minutes a night in every game. Both of them started some. These three guys that have been our bench guys, like these guys have all started Division I games last year, or in Mike Dawson's case, 10 in a row during a 10-game run to the NCAA tournament. So it takes them some time, when they're used to that. Thornton starting 20-some games at Northern Illinois. Shema starting 10 games at Wichita State. Mike D. So those guys, especially in the last 2 weeks, I've really seen them buy into, and obviously they're playing darn near starters minutes anyway. And they've been really impactful, especially the second half tonight. I didn't think the first half they were quite as good, but yeah, they've been great for us. So Tavari and obviously Amani got in the game tonight. Got to continue to have those guys ready to go, as we try to figure out, where Nate's going to be after tomorrow.